Hey guys, this is Ryan from Muscle Without Meltdown, doing my daily vlog, yap, whatever. Rough morning today. I tried to get up early to go to Walmart to do some grocery shopping, and 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., at least where I live, is supposed to be their sensory sensitive hours. And it is a more pleasant experience as far as during that time of day. There's just naturally less people because people are getting ready for work. They're not doing their grocery shopping. Now, I do live in kind of like a retirement snowbird community, so there's probably actually a little more traffic for me because older people like to wake up early and go shopping for whatever reason, but I feel that's pretty universal. Like to wake up early and get everything taken care of. But I want to say, as nice as it was to not have a bunch of customers around, it's almost like halfway negated by the fact that they have so many staff on the floor stocking. And I mean, the big thing is the order pickers for the people doing the online pickup. They are just like gunning it down these aisles behind these big carts that they can't really see around. And I almost got clipped at least twice. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, depending on where I'm at, and I just woken up, so I don't think I was totally ready to process the world. But just that feeling of being startled, it really quickly taps me out, and I was starting to have some of that rage going on. When I came home, I had to like take a nap for an hour, which is why the video is getting out later than usual. Not that anyone is watching these yet, but I'm just trying to develop some consistency here, right? But yeah, so rough morning. So please forgive my appearance. Didn't get a chance to shave or anything. But as far as what knowledge I can impart to you guys today, instead of just ranting and whining, pretty basic tip, but an important one. You want to have backup exercises when you go, into your workouts. I'm just trying to check the mic here to make sure it's still recording. Um, Especially as a neurodivergent person, like for me, I like to know what I'm heading into. The brain does not do well with uncertainty. And in a way, I've kind of got my workout mapped out before I go into the gym. And in a way, that's a really big asset to us. This kind of mechanical, methodical, thorough thinking about things. But that said, if I don't have a backup plan in mind and I show up and I can't execute my plan because, hey, this piece of equipment is actually broken, or this team of high schoolers is going to be using it for half an hour, well, it's like, what do I do now? In the past, I've been stubborn and like waited around for the equipment to open up, but that really can take 20, 30 minutes. And during that time, not only are you just wasting time and you might not have all the time in the world, but you're probably just stewing in a negative state and going deeper down like this negativity spiral of like hating these people and feeling anxious because you're just having to kill time and you feel awkward. I mean, that like I hate waiting around. That's probably my number one like pet peeve. I do horrible standing in lines, even if I can like fidget around. It's just get me out of here, right? So, what you want is to have a backup exercise in mind, probably even two. So, easy example, if you were planning on doing some like incline barbell bench, um, but for whatever reason that's not available, it's not the end of the world. You just, okay, maybe you do dumbbells now, or maybe the hammer machine, or maybe there's a selectorized machine you can use. Like these are all great options, and it's going to be a little bit of guesswork on getting the right weight. But so long as you push yourself, you're going to get progress, especially being a beginner. So you don't want to stress too much about um, optimization and having everything perfect and ideal. really in general, but especially right now when you're just trying to develop good habits. Because, yeah, in a perfect world, we'd be able to do the same exercise every week just so we can track progress. But, it's just not how things play out. So every now and again, you're going to have to just plan on that. And I will say the upside to it, and you can kind of gaslight yourself with this a bit, is that you may find that this alternative exercise you select actually feels way better and you enjoy it more. And you might decide, hey, I'm going to actually make this my primary exercise instead of that. And if not for this unfortunate circumstance, you never would have found that out. So that's always a possibility. And even if it doesn't maybe feel better, even if it's just mentally fresh to you, that can be important too. Um, because the truth is, to make progress, you really could just do the same exercises week in and week out, but it gets stale mentally. Um, Probably takes a little longer for folks like us, but it will happen eventually. So don't freak out. Just have some alternatives in mind and just, let it go and move on. And next week, you'll probably be back to business as usual. So, yeah, don't sweat it. And I think that's all I got for you guys today. I will catch you tomorrow.